Frankenstein's got a journal.
Ash, is Vamp explaining? What?
Clown stuck in the house.
Elena side to Damon? Huh?
Do I have your attention?
Yep.
Good. Now let's talk about vampires.
Let's go. Season 5. Hear me out.
At Rebecca's kegger with Elaine and friends, taking shots like Jordan Connor, that is, in the paint like Shaq. Fix it in post. You remember when we drove coast to coast, driving to LA Cavalier and a U-Haul, even though that car was too small. Whipping around the Grand Canyon, trying not to fall in. Even when we rode, we were still ball in. By the bay, listen to Frank Ocean. Pour some coffee, I'll see you in 10.
Just give me the cue. I'll do whatever you want.
Mo money, mo problems, but I'm counting in the sweet spot. PD's on the track when the beat's hot.
Now let's talk about vampires.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a superfan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular PD. Let's just say I put the PD in Vampire. And this is the podcast where we do an episode usually every other Thursday, unless something comes up or we take a break. Please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent, Ash. Ash, I'm just saying that because we're going to have this out on Thursday.
Yeah.
All you night owls.
It'll be released.
We'll get to hear this. But also, knock on wood, that nothing goes wrong with the recording.
Uh-oh. Why would you jinx us like that?
I'm saying knock on wood. Also, we have the utmost, best quality equipment.
Right.
And the best engineer in the game.
You got off your, standard introduction, and then I don't think you introduced me.
Co-host and co-parent Ash. Yeah,
you did?
I did.
Oh, you just didn't say what's up, Ash.
Yeah, I said Ash. I said that because...
Mm-hmm. I like the what's up, Ash.
What's up, Ash? What's up with you?
I'm good. I never have anything to say, but I still like when you ask.
That is true of you.
Mm-hmm.
Ash, anything vampire related in the past 2 weeks? I'm trying to think.
I really don't think so.
In your life? No.
Mm-mm. We've been watching some award shows, but I don't think those were vampire related, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think there's any big award-winning vampire movies this year. No.
Or shows.
No Interview with a Vampire, Nosferatu, a third one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, did you... so this is Season 5, Episode 8, Dead Man on Campus. Did you see the movie Dead Man on Campus?
Yeah, I think so. Does that have... Wait, maybe I'm mixing it up. It's not Teaching Mrs. Tingle.
No, Barry Watson.
Yeah, not Barry
or
Watson.
Watterson.
No, Watson.
Okay.
So who's in Dead Man on Campus?
I want to say actually Mark Paul Gosselaar is in it, but that doesn't really make sense time-wise.
What year do you think it came out?
I remember seeing it on a television.
I was going to say 01.
I think it's late 90s, like 98.
It is 98. And it does have Mark Paul Gosselaar in it.
Undefeated.
And Tom Everett Scott.
Okay, which I think Tom Everett Scott is the lead singer in That Thing You Do. Or not lead singer, but maybe he's the lead singer. But I think he's in That Thing You Do.
Is this Mandy Moore? Who's this girl right here?
I don't know. Check it out. Go to my cast list.
Or maybe Poppy Montgomery?
Okay. Hit Tom Everett and see if he's in That Thing You Do.
Oh, I recognize him as his current age also. Yeah, he is.
Again, undefeated.
Man.
That Thing You Do, I believe, was probably next year, 99.
He was in An American Werewolf in Paris.
The remake, probably.
97.
What was 97?
The year that it came out.
That Thing You Do?
No, The American Werewolf in Paris.
I know.
That Thing You Do is 96.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw this. But maybe only once. There are some of these movies from then that I saw a gajillion times.
Right. I don't know that I sat down to watch it, but I have a distinct memory of seeing it on a television. Like what's that? Oh, it's Dead Man on Campus, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, another thing we've been watching is the new season of Drag Race.
Oh, of course.
Nothing vampire-ish going on yet.
No.
But usually there's some spooky stuff that goes on on the runway.
Yeah, it's just the beginning of the season. Only 2 eps. Right? Only 2? That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, one is airing right now.
Right.
And then we'll get a crack at it.
Manana?
Did we get to watch it Friday or Saturday? We bought it on Prime.
I don't remember.
Well, neither here nor there. This is just stuff that we might be talking about anyway. Dead Man on Campus we'd definitely be talking about.
I do know I've seen it because I remember Mark Paul Gosselaar had brown hair, and that was shocking.
Oh, yeah.
Which is his natural color hair, but not when you're watching, every day you're watching Saved by the Bell and he's got blonde hair.
Life used to be so good that when a man with blonde hair had brown hair, that was like the biggest drama.
Right.
Mark Paul Gosselaar, Eminem.
That's true.
Devin Sawa.
Does he though? Or he just got dirty blonde?
He fully has dark hair now. He's a zaddy now.
Of course.
Yeah, that's how life used to be. It'd be like, what? We knew him as a blonde.
How dare you?
He's getting serious in his dramatic acting because
Right.
he has brown hair.
Because he's brown hair.
Oh, a lot of brown-haired fellas in this show.
Oh yeah.
A couple of blondes actually these days. Who knew that we would get into the blonde section of Vampire Diaries, and it was
This is what everyone has been waiting for.
going to be a couple of fellas. Ash, look, if you have watched the episode of the Vampire Diaries and then you're listening to this podcast, I mean, we're going to say what happens in the episode. How about a little color too?
Oh yeah, of course.
A little color commentary.
About literal color.
Yeah, some blondes, some blonde men. Mm-hmm. Do you trust blonde men?
It depends.
Okay. All right.
I would say the same thing about brown-haired men.
Right. Blondes have more secrets. Okay. Cold open, speaking of blondes, Maxfield. Mm-hmm. He's studying Jesse. He has turned him into a vampire. He's feeding him blood and has him chained up. Ash, he's feeding him undiluted Augustine blood.
Mm-hmm. Which at the time, did you know that was vampire blood?
Well, they had said the Augustine vampire previously, so yeah. Mm-hmm. Jesse's getting too strong, so Maxfield terminates the transfusion, and then they're trying to catch him gray and veiny.
Yeah, when it's Maxfield?
Yeah.
It sounds, I'm like, as I'm saying it sounds like I'm saying it wrong.
It's almost like it's a dumb name.
Yeah, super dumb. Like, you know how he narrates into his little voice recorder?
Yeah.
He even narrates the line of him about to go turn on the, like, emergency backup.
Yeah.
Which we find out later is the vervain mist coming out.
Yeah.
But he's like, initiating emergency procedures. Like,
yeah.
Like, if this vampire is attacking you,
he'd be like,
stop narrating.
He'd be like, oh, heck. And then run over there.
But I guess that's just for us as the viewers to know. But
yeah. We had to know it was Chekhov's atomized vervain.
Yeah, it totally was.
He had to set up that he had that was easy button for vervain vapor.
And it is believable that this weirdo would be continuously narrating his every move into his recorder.
Right.
I'm silly.
So Jesse bites Maxfield. Bonnie FaceTimes her mom and leaves her like a message.
She doesn't FaceTime her because that doesn't exist, but leaves her just a video message.
She got a new haircut. It's featured heavily. She is now attending college at Whitmore, where Graham's actually taught. Did we know that? Why do we care?
Yeah, they talked about how they all have, their families have gone there and such. But what about, didn't you write something about this phone that Bonnie has?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
Caroline and Elena, she's in the dorm. She's in the triple dorm. They got beer and wine. Okay.
They're having a party for Bonnie because she's alive.
Yes. It's kind of like a birthday, I guess. Okay, Bonnie was using AT&T Locker to record a video message for her mom. And we always talk about how they use the worst technology. No technology they ever used has become a thing whatsoever.
No, this show is where technology goes to die.
Yes. Okay, so we were like AT&T Locker, WTH. AT&T Locker is an app for iOS and Android that lets you store, sync, and share your data in one safe, convenient place. As with its main competitors, namely Google, Dropbox, and Amazon, Locker offers 5 GB of free storage for its most basic service plan. The Locker was discontinued, contents purged, and customers notified in 2017. AT&T added a paid cloud service a couple years later. So...
Well, yeah, I had never even heard of this.
No, never heard of it.
I know about Dropbox and Drive and all that, but, never heard of it. What is it, AT&T Locker? No. I mean, I'm not an AT&T customer, but still never heard of it. Never saw a commercial for it or nothing.
No.
I mean, I guess except from this one episode, which obviously didn't stick with me.
I mean, maybe AT&T Locker was so ubiquitous when the show was on that they didn't need commercials. They're just like, oh, yeah, everyone's got the Locker. You FaceTiming your mom and sending a message, and then you have your photos in there, too.
I doubt it.
Ash, Bonnie isn't a witch anymore, but she is the anchor. Silas and Tessa are gone, so these ladies are having a huge party, and they bemoan that they only have like 2 friends there, and one is Maxfield's ward.
Yeah.
And the other is Jesse. And I said, but I feel like neither of them are going to this party. And then they both ended up at the party.
I like how when Caroline came in with the beer and she was like holding it up like, yeah. And like pretending to drink the whole box of beer.
Yeah, that was funny. That was like a real person.
Yeah, well, Bonnie was making a video for her mom.
Yeah, that was funny. There should be more stuff like that where people are just kind of goofy.
Yeah, they're just being like their normal aged characters.
Augustine, like this club or whatever it is, wants these vampires gone. Nonetheless, the party will have Jell-O shots. Bonnie lies and says she has to go register for classes, but then Carolina and Elena are like pretending they're making out. So they're gonna go. So she's actually going to smooch, and they're talking about Jeremy. Elena's joking about her friend kissing her brother. Like,
yeah, I know. Like, ooh.
Yeah,
I know. It's weird.
That's silly. Jeremy lives at Damon's house. Bonnie and Jeremy, they're not at Damon's house. They're kissing in the quad. Jeremy likes Bonnie's haircut. They made it a whole thing. And then Ash, Bonnie sees an old lady looking at her. What is this? A precursor. What movie is this a precursor to, does it seem like?
Are you asking for real? The Sixth Sense?
No, like It Follows. Remember how in It Follows there could just be randos?
It is like that.
Only in this show, they walk up to Bonnie and then walk through her, and It Follows. they did scary stuff.
Yeah.
They walked up and did scary stuff.
But it was scary seeing those people just staring there.
Yeah.
In both. Yeah, you're like, what? And Jeremy can't see that person.
I said, I bet that lady has to walk through Bonnie. Bonnie walks off by herself, and that lady is there. I knew it. She walks through.
And Bonnie's just screaming all the time.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, this is... I remember... Okay. Yeah, she screams. She's like, oh, she like doubles over. Mm-hmm. I said her reaction is like me when I eat the hot and sweet jalapenos from Trader Joe's.
yeah, but you keep buying them anyways.
Yeah. I've limited, though. I buy them just like once or twice a year now. And then I know that I'm just going to be in pain. Pain for pleasure.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. It's something about the hot and sweet because I have a jar of jalapenos in the fridge now that isn't messing me up in the same way.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm relieved.
But that's like Bonnie.
And her haircut is cute, but there's been, like, articles and stuff about, like, post Vampire Diaries after the whole series has ended about how she never got to wear, like, her natural hair. So, like, watching it again, I'm like, yeah, her hair is cute, but did she want that hair? Did Kat Graham want that hair? Like, you know, because her hair is always so straight.
And were they saying that they just treated it a bunch, or they made her wear a wig all the time?
They treated it a bunch. So that's, like, kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
Even though it looks cute, but
Yeah.
I'm sure she would look cute with her regular hair, too.
Right.
Her natural hair.
Elena invites Damon to the party over the phone. Elena sees Aaron. Invites him to the party, too. Damon's still on the phone. He's jealous. And they both make fun of parties in dorms.
Yeah, I think it's a big power move, or like, I don't know, maybe just not aware of Elena to be on the phone with her boyfriend and then ask another boy to come to the party with her while he's on the phone. Like, if I was Damon, I'd be jealous too. I'd be like, what are you doing? Not like she can't invite someone else to the party, but to do it like while she's on the phone is weird.
Yeah. It is odd. I mean, they just wanted to be able to have Damon comment on the whole thing. All right, Elena has to compel Aaron to come to her party. Damon says, don't make out with the moody mystery guy.
The only moody mystery guy I want to make out with is you, Damon.
Damon says Stephanie's memory is...
I can see how you made that mistake.
Stefan's memory. I was about to do it again. Stefan's memory is back, and he hates Damon and Elena. Elena says, bring him to the party she bought to Brothers Bond. Stefan is by the fire. Damon invites Stefan to the party. Stefan is having his safe memory that he has all the time of being in the safe.
His trauma. He's digging holes into the couch with his hands. He's freaking out. He's like calmly freaking out, though.
Yeah. Silently
suffering.
Catherine is at the grill. She wants a drink from Matt, who's watching something weird on his phone. It's him from Prague. Prague. Over the summer, where he was hypnotized by Hans from church, who is a traveler in this show. Catherine translates for Matt. So
Matt gives her drinks so she'll help him.
A traveler is a faction of witches activated by Gregor, hitching a ride in Matt's brain. Catherine figures out it was Nadia, her daughter, who had something to do with all that. Okay, now they're getting ready for the party. They have the Jell-O shots. They handed out flyers for the party. How are you going to hand out flyers for a party in one dorm room? Also, it looks huge. Yeah.
And I'm not sure that the party was in the dorm room. I think it might be like in a common room in the dorm. They don't say that at all, but I think that's what it is. And which is all fine and good. That can happen. But You wouldn't be able to drink openly in the common room of a dorm.
No.
That is not accurate.
No.
You have RAs yelling at you.
Maybe they compelled the RAs.
Oh, that would have been a good scene.
Give me a scene of compelling the RAs. We're allowed to drink.
Yeah.
I don't know why I talked like Dracula.
That's how you have to do it when you're compelling.
We're allowed to drink.
You can join us as long as you don't tell.
Yes. I want to have Jello shots. I want to flip the cup.
I'm going to.
Dracula at a college party will be on my SNL, what's it called, audition.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I want to flip the cup. That's about it.
Yeah.
It'll be 1 second long.
That's good.
I'll probably get on there. With the cast they have these days.
What?
I'm just kidding. You know what I was thinking about?
What?
Speaking of SNL, you know how people have their SNL like, oh, I love this. I love Adam Sandler because that was the best year, and everything before that was too old, and everything since then sucks.
Yeah, people are like that.
I bet people are like that for Drag Race also.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because some people are like, oh, I like the first season when it was all,
fuzzy,
yeah, and Bianca, I think she was there, and Raven, they were all doing their thing, and they didn't have the budget, and they just did it, blah blah blah. But me, I came in about like All Stars 4, and then like real seasons 9, 10-ish, 11. That's my era.
Right, but you're not like, well, these ones are better or worse. You just are enjoying them all, right?
I think All Stars 4 was a great All Stars and better than some of them. But
I think in each season, like, there's stuff that is good and not. Like, I guess, the older seasons are harder to watch, but maybe some people do really, like, stan those.
And, like, yeah, definitely. I listened to we listened to a Drag Race podcast, and that host talked about, like, you got to start with season 6 or whatever. Like, I watch all of them, but season 6 is a little too early for me. And All Stars 1 and 2, they're like Jim Belushi. Like, it's great for some people, but a little too early for me. Like, get me closer to Chris Farley.
Have you ever said, or do you want to share your fun fact about Untucked? Drag Race Untucked?
Sure.
We haven't watched this season of it yet, but...
Yeah. I've worked on Drag Race and Drag Race All-Stars and Drag Race Untucked to various degrees. And if you listen to if you watch Untucked and you listen to the crew... The crew voices, you might hear a familiar voice.
You might.
Do this and that, do this and that. I don't want to, like, break any NDAs or anything like that, but... Yeah,
a familiar voice.
A familiar voice might be on Untucked, and, yeah, I definitely... You can look on IMDb and see what I've worked on.
Yeah, for sure.
So I can say I've worked on Drag Race.
But it's always fun to hear your voice, a familiar voice.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I recognize that.
Oh yeah, and we got there because Dracula SNL. But hey, and that's a vampire thing.
Okay.
Right. It all makes sense. Ash. But I would say that some seasons are markedly better, like Simone and Gigi Good's season.
Oh, yeah.
Crystal Method, I think, was there. I think those were the top 3. No.
You might be mixing up the COVID season and...
Yeah, COVID season was Gigi, Crystal, and... Look over there. I forget what her name is.
Jada,
yeah. I think those were the top 3.
Essenhall.
And maybe Simone was in the top 4. All right. Anyway, that season was good.
No, I think that was a different season. There was but there have been a lot of really good seasons for sure.
True.
But of SNL and of Drag Race.
Definitely. And
with different casts,
Yeah. For sure. Mm-hmm. And that's why All Stars is good. They should do All Stars SNL.
That would be interesting.
Get Tina Fey on there.
They could do it in like the off season, like in the.
When they did the 50th anniversary, it was just All Stars.
Yeah, but people do come back and do little cameos, and they'll revive their characters here and there.
Like Love Connie on Drag Race.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
Ash, we should do a SNL/Drag Race podcast.
Well, I can't wait for you to come up with the name for that one.
Oh man. Can I do it in this quick a time? Drag Race SNL.
The only thing I came up with was Saturday Night Drag Race, which is so bad.
Well, that is really bad. I think that's what I thought in my brain as well, but I didn't dignify it.
No, it's because it's bad.
But it kind of has
Slater Day.
Okay.
We getting there?
Yeah. Slay today. Drag
Live.
Yeah, but it has to have like PD in it also.
All right, well, we'll workshop it. Let's move on.
Okay. They hand out flyers for the party. Who does that?
Right.
Okay. They wonder if Damon and Stefan are coming. Caroline answers Jesse's phone call. Look who rose from the dead.
Oh, they don't even know. Ha ha ha.
And he needs her help. But look, if you roll in a crew of vampires, witches, hybrid, sired, werewolves, somebody might be dead or whatever.
I know.
Like, you can't be that callous.
Mm-hmm. But they're still teens,
Yeah.
Forever.
Forever young. Mm-hmm. I want to be forever young. Do you want to live forever? Ash. Yeah, so he's freaking out. He needs her help. Jesse and Aaron are roommates.
Yeah, that was a surprise reveal.
A reveal. Jesse bites Aaron's neck. Caroline arrives just in time. And she says, "Who turned you into a vampire?" Mm-hmm. And it was torture. It was Maxfield. Jesse locked Maxfield in the lab. Jesse is new and hungry, but I spelled hungry wrong. Like, oh man, I lost my place.
I think that Jesse does a good job of being a new vampire as soon as he talks to Caroline about it and to Elena. Like before that, when he's being tortured and stuff, obviously he's like really confused and doesn't like it. But once Caroline and Elena like started explaining stuff, he like takes it pretty well. He's not like, "What?
Yeah.
I'm a vampire? What? Oh my god!" You know, people freak out, but he was just like, "All right, well, I'll just do that."
Right. I forget exactly where we leave him at the end of this. I think he's really dead, actually.
He's gray and veiny.
He's a sweet...
Gotta get your gray and veiny.
Yeah. He's a sweet guy who only, like... He kissed Bonnie or Caroline. He kissed Caroline and got punched in the back of the head. And then now he, like... gets turned into a vampire and killed, I think. Yeah,
he is a nice guy. He's not having a good time of it.
No, he has a terrible arc on this show.
And when he's getting turned into a vampire, he's also kidnapped and tortured.
Right.
And it's like, and when he finally escapes, he's like, my parents are going to be so worried about me.
Oh my gosh.
You know, he's just a sweetie.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want to kiss you, but I don't want to freak you out. And like, he's so sweet.
I know. He got the raw end of the steak or whatever. Mm-hmm. Elena brought their blood stash. Blood stash, baby. Jesse learns...
Blood stash, baby, blood stash.
Jesse learns that they're all vampires. He drinks the Capri Sun.
Yeah, but he
blood.
doesn't even hesitate.
Aaron is still alive. Elena's about to give Aaron blood, but no, Jesse should do it. Heal him with your blood. Caroline shows him how.
Yeah, Caroline's like, you hurt him, but you can also heal him.
Yeah.
Like, she's really taking this, like, mentoring role seriously.
She likes to be the mentor. Mm-hmm. Aaron's sucking arms.
Yeah.
These people, when they get the vampire blood, they're like, oh.
I know, and they always grab the wrist or whatever with both hands like they're eating a giant sandwich.
Yeah. The wrong way.
Yeah, right. Not so, yeah. Well,
it's like there was once a picture where the Biebs was eating a burrito. I think he was trolling the paparazzi, maybe.
Yeah,
but he ate a burrito from the middle.
That's what it's like.
Yeah,
it's exactly like that. Yeah. I love blood. I love human blood. I love vampire blood, even though I'm a human.
Oh yeah. Oh, did we already learned about this? The Augustine vampires. We learned it in this one. Did they drink vampire blood? Mm-hmm. That's what this whole episode's about.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what they were doing to Jesse is they were feeding. Maxfield was giving him vampire Augustine blood.
Because he's tasting this blood right now, but he hasn't tasted vampire blood yet. And once he tastes the vampire blood, he will never be satiated by regular blood. He
hasn't tasted vampire blood. He's just been infused with it.
At this point,
yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Catherine brings whiskey over to Stefan at the grill. She's had a bad year and wants to have a drink with a friendly face. Catherine says she and Stefan's doppelganger stars are fated together.
When you see, like, Catherine and Elena in the same episode and stuff, do you think about them as being the same character, like the same actress?
No.
Me neither. Isn't that wild?
Yeah. That's funny.
Nina Dobrev does a good job of really characterizing these ladies and making them have different mannerisms and different ways of, like, talking and facial expressions and stuff where you're like, I know this is Catherine, and you're not like, this was, you know.
Mm-hmm. This is Dobrev.
Yeah. She does a good job. So does Stefan when he plays all the versions of himself.
I feel like I think of him being one dude more, but he does do a good job. Mm-hmm. I don't think Damon could be two dudes.
No. He's already out there.
Yeah. I guess when he plays young him, he's different.
Yeah, that's true.
He's real different back then. But he couldn't be a third thing.
Then that's still himself.
Yeah. Stefan asks what's wrong with Catherine. Why did she have such a bad year? And she has joint pain, receding gums, and has to pee because she's getting old.
Mm-hmm. It also sounds like a pregnant lady.
Maybe she's pregnant with Nadia too.
Oh my gosh.
Stefan thought killing Silas would allow him to move on with his life, but he was wrong. He has PTSD with being in the safe. Mm-hmm. Catherine has PTSD as well.
PTSD.
PTSD. PD. VPD. Fam PTSD. Mm-hmm. Nadia is there. Catherine intours her to Stefan. What am I trying to say? Intros.
Oh.
Intors. Catherine intors her to Stefan. As her daughter. Stefan's like, what?
Yeah. Which is always surprising whenever she's like, this is my daughter, Nadia.
Nadia Petrova. The party is popping off, Ash. Mm-hmm. Jesse is there. Bonnie is looking for Jeremy. She tells Jesse to deal with Jeremy. What? She tells Jesse to deal with... Oh, the deal.
Oh, yeah. I'm
deal.
like, I don't understand what you're saying. Yeah, she's like... And then she's like, well, I don't know that he's my boyfriend, but I think I'm in love with him.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
Elena and Caroline talk to Jesse. Damon is going to kill Maxfield, they think. Caroline is fine with Elena being with Damon, but he's shady. Mm-hmm. They're hitting the beats.
Oh, yeah.
Damon has Maxfield tied up. He needs answers. There's a bunch of blood and also diseases.
Yeah, vials of diseases. Ugh.
Damon is going to inject Maxfield with flesh-eating bacteria if he doesn't answer his questions. Stefan asks Nadia and Catherine which of them is younger, and both of them say I am. That was a weird throwaway moment.
No, I think that was hilarious because it's something that the viewer is thinking the whole time. Because
Like
Dobrev looks younger than her daughter, but it also depends on
when they got frozen.
when they got turned into vamps. But, like...
No matter what, Nadia is younger. Literally.
Well, she... Not necessarily, because...
No, Catherine was born first.
I know, but, like, what age are they permanently?
But that's not what I'm saying. I mean, literally, Catherine is older.
Well, of course, it's her mom.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So which one is younger? The younger one.
No, but it's not. That's not like how logical it can be because what age was Catherine when she was turned into a vampire, and what age was Nadia when she got turned into a vampire? So therefore, who's younger in that regard?
Right. Which one of you presents as a younger human?
Mm-hmm. What age are they frozen at forever?
Yeah. Matt is there as well. Nadia is going to pull Gregor out of Matt's head. Matt's passenger. Mm-hmm. Matt starts speaking Czech. Gregor's in there. Why is Gregor in Mystic Falls? To track and kill Silas. But Silas is dead. Mm-hmm. They have the knife. Gregor was meant to kill Catherine after Silas.
That's what the passengers wanted.
Using Nadia to get Catherine. Travelers are hypocrites, Catherine says. Your grandfather was one. So her dad. Mm-hmm. And Catherine stabs Matt.
Yeah. It says Matt's going to be okay, but Gregor is gone.
Nadia is mad. Matt has expelled his spirits. Been there. Been there a couple times.
Yeah, was that earlier when you were eating the sweet and spicy jalapenos? Expelling your spirit to speak?
Yeah, that's burying the dead. But expelling your spirits is like is liquor. Throwing up your liquor. Mm-hmm. That's funny. Maxfield is sweating like Pete eating peñas.
Ew, I know. It's all obviously not happening, but to think about getting injected with all those gross things is just gross and scary.
Yeah, he injects him with more stuff.
Like rabies and...
David is asking about Maxfield's tests. Bonnie sees the old lady at the party. She's on the other side now because she went through Bonnie. She was a witch. Being the anchor... Bonnie says being the anchor is better than being dead in your face, old lady.
I know, then she feels so bad for saying it immediately. Like, oh, whoops.
And the lady's like, yeah, I'm dead. It's fine. Because the pain is gone. Mm-hmm. Jeremy is there with...
But don't you see that, like, Bonnie is the kind of, like, I like this job in a way. Like, because she, like, helped this lady get rid of her pain, and now she's happy.
I'm sure she is into it because she is a glutton for punishment.
Also, she loves helping others.
Yeah.
And puts everyone else above herself.
Same thing to me. Okay, Jeremy is there with Jello shots. They do the callback to they're going to go register for classes.
Mm-hmm. They're going to make out. Let's talk about Jello shots for a minute.
Okay, hold on. But my joke was that they're going to register for sex ed.
Oh, yeah. So, what do you remember most when you think about taking a Jello shot?
That you have to suck it like... And it doesn't really all come out.
Okay, well, the way that you get it to come out is you take your finger and you loosen it around the edges, and then you drink it or suck it down or whatever, which is so gross.
Yeah, I've had them in little crinkly kind of ketchup cups.
Yeah, that's how they come.
And you just squish them.
Yeah, but they don't come out well. So to get it really well in those same cups, you like have to perforate the edges. And to have to do that, and then your fingers all jello-y.
I know. I wouldn't do that.
You would be in a house where there's no napkins, no paper towels, you don't even want to touch the hand towels.
No bathroom at all.
You're just like, okay, well now I have this jello finger all night.
It's a 8-bedroom, 1 bath somehow. I'm not that. It's true.
It's true.
I'm not that invested in getting every Jelloum of Jello. So I will be on record that I wasted some Jello.
I mean, I prefer that way because
for the sake of Jello shots.
Taking your finger around it is worse.
No. Yeah, I would just kind of.
You're just like, whatever I can get.
Yeah, and then like, I would still have like a pinch full in the bottom of the thing, and just be like,
yeah.
Go to the one trash can
that's full of the little cups.
Industrial grade 1 trash can in the house, in the dude house that we're at.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where there's a stop sign on the wall.
And the glow bottle. But I wonder, like, what these houses look like, these party houses look like now.
I think probably there is an LED situation at most of the places.
Okay. There's still some sort of glow of some sort, but it's not the highlighter in a bottle of water.
With a black light? Mm-hmm. Probably not. Probably more high tech. Probably have a little remote or like it's hooked up to your computer or something.
Yeah, they probably have it synced to their music. So
yeah, sounds cool.
I don't know. I'm interested in what these party houses look like now because I've partied in some gross houses.
Yeah, I wonder if there are nice. I'm sure even back in our day there were nice houses that people partied in, but that wasn't what we did.
That might be true.
Somewhere there
I did party in a couple nice ones. Actually.
That's what's up. Caroline is dancing with Jesse. She's talking him through him being a vampire. Everything is heightened for him.
Oh, yeah.
Maxfield is struggling. Maxfield wants to turn Jesse into a new kind of vampire. Because Damon's kind of vampire is dangerous to humans, so Maxfield changed the food source.
Mm-hmm. Which is just smart, actually. Like, you can be a vampire, but eat each other and don't eat us. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I wonder if in their universe does Daybreakers, the movie, exist? Mm-hmm. And if it does, have they seen it? And, because if it exists and they haven't seen it, it doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. But because I think that those vampires were sucking on vampire blood, but actually I think they were starving. Mm-hmm. I think they didn't have it, but they were creepy little bat guys.
Yeah.
I don't think they were. I forget if they were sucking vampire blood or if they were just fasted.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember too, but there was some talk of like how the humans were not getting their blood sucked.
Right.
But I like Maxfield's idea in theory, but obviously it doesn't go well. And then also, this makes me think about how I would be the worst person to be tortured. Because he'd be like, I'm going to inject you with this thing if you don't tell me. I'm like, I'll tell you immediately.
Yeah, I'd be like, don't inject me with the thing.
No, like, I'm tell you everything you need to know.
I know.
Right now.
I thought it was kind of weird. It didn't seem like exactly like Damon was torturing him and getting answers and stuff. It was kind of like he would inject him with a thing and then get an answer and then inject him with another thing. Get kind of another answer. I don't know. It was kind of weird.
He was just injecting him and the guy wasn't really telling him much at all. And then he finally tells him the one thing. And it's like, oh, all right, well.
Yeah, he was, like, looking rough. Like, what was he holding out for? He knew he was going to tell him.
And then he just told him, like, he wasn't like, oh, fine, I'll tell you. He was just like,
It had to be out on a certain page of the script.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that's why they're cutting back to Caroline and Jesse. Caroline kisses Jesse. Mm-hmm. Human blood will only satiate Jesse temporarily until he gets a taste of what he really craves. Jesse kisses Caroline and cuts her lip or whatever, and then he gets H for VB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true. Did you write that in your notes?
I said H for B, but then I saw vampire blood right there.
No, yeah. No, that's true. He does. And he gets, like, super H for VB. Like, he doesn't just get the little crinkly eyes. He's like...
That's a sound.
Yeah. He gets real wild with it.
Aaron shows up, admits this isn't the lamest party I've ever been to.
This guy's affect is so annoying to me.
And he just woke up, and we know what he was doing because he got put down.
Yeah.
Caroline or somebody gives him a Jell-O shot, and then Wes is his legal guardian. Oh, it's Elena. His parents are dead. Mine too. Aaron says usually he's the biggest freak in the room. Okay.
But you are, yeah.
They talk about how their parents died. Aaron's parents were killed.
Nice. They're slapping fives.
Hey, his story is real weird, Ash. They were camping and then they got bit up. His parents got bit up while they were camping.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
What do you think they got bit by?
I would guess werewolves. I said they got killed by vampires or werewolves or something.
They got bit up on their necks.
Or their whole bodies got bit up.
I don't think so. I think he says necks.
Oh.
Also, we don't have pug snores. We do have drink pours. Our pug is on the couch in a different room.
Yeah.
She is snoring, but she's too far away for you to hear her.
And, yeah, they're still not saying their relationship to Maxfield and Aaron. Mm-hmm. Just Ward.
Yeah. He said he got, like, bounced around from family member to family member, and then eventually Maxfield took him in.
Yep. Caroline is looking for Jesse. Tells Caroline to tell Damon not to kill Dr. Wes.
And you know why, right?
Because of Jesse.
No. She doesn't want him to kill Dr. Maxfield because Dr. Maxfield is all that... What's this little kid's name again?
Aaron?
All that Aaron has left.
Oh.
She's like, oh, I gotta go tell him not to kill him because both his parents are dead and that's all he has. And she knows what that's like.
He also
This is her subtext.
He also has the Jesse answers, but yeah.
No, she doesn't want him to kill him after he gets the answers.
Oh.
Just
true.
don't kill him like at all.
Don't kill Dr. West.
Her plan. Her thoughts.
Stefan is at the grill. He breaks a glass in his hand. He's freaking out about the safe. Catherine follows him outside. She tries to comfort him, but he can't relax. He starts choking her out. Tell me that.
And we have to remember that she's human when this kind of stuff happens.
She's like, tell me the names of the people you killed, and he's like, Giuseppe,
Salvatore,
another person, and doing that brings him out of it.
It's a Salvatore, a Lockwood, a Fell. It's like all of these elders. Yeah, it's like if somebody's feeling anxious and you're like, all right, what's one thing you see? What's one thing you hear? Mm-hmm. But she's like, tell me the names of the people you killed in order. Yeah. Which is silly, but it works.
Oh yeah, he used to have that list in that closet. Mm-hmm. Was that at Alaric's house?
No, that was in Chicago.
Was that at Klaus's house?
No, it was at Stefan's little apartment that he kept.
Oh dang. In the Shy.
Mm-hmm.
Nadia comes out. Gregor's dead. She's mad.
Nadia.
Nadia.
Not Nadia.
I heard that I know that her last name is Petrova, but she didn't want to have that name so she could be tracked, so she had changed her last name to Nadia Business.
That's good.
Jesse feeds on vampires. Elena is talking to Damon. Maxfield is still alive. Elena tells him not to kill Maxfield. Damon hangs up. But Damon wants to kill Maxfield because if he lets Maxfield live, he'll keep doing experiments. Mm-hmm. But he does give him, vampire blood.
Mm-hmm. To heal him.
Jesse comes in. He's mad that he's a vampire.
Yeah.
Jesse gets H for B for Damon. Mm-hmm. For VB.
VB.
Jesse is younger but strong. Usually these older vampires can take down these youngins.
Right, which is what Damon is trying to school Jesse on. And Maxfield is like, that's not exactly true. Even though I'm still strapped up to this place.
They tussle. Jesse bites Damon. Elena runs in. Elena stakes Jesse. Caroline runs in. No! And Jesse gets very gray and veiny, just like he was super H for VB. Mm-hmm. Now he's very gray and veiny. And Caroline's all emo.
Yeah, she's like, oh my gosh.
They promised they would help him. But once he got a taste of vampire blood, there was no stopping him. Elena took it into her own hands. Mm-hmm. She acted very rashly, which she doesn't usually do that. And usually she doesn't want to kill anybody.
That's what Caroline says. The Elena I know would never do this.
Would have given Jesse or whatever a chance.
Mm-hmm. Which Caroline keeps telling Elena that she's not acting like herself and she shouldn't be with Damon and blah, blah, blah.
Yep. She's salting Damon's game, for sure. Mm-hmm. She's verveining the game. There's a music montage. Stefan is drinking Brothers Bond. Catherine is doing a VO that is her suicide note.
Oh, yeah. I forgot this was this episode.
She's at the top of the clock tower looking like Back to the Future, I said.
Uh-huh. Totally.
She refuses to drift into the sunset. She falls and Stefan catches her. She tells Stefan she's dying of old age. It was the cure. Mm-hmm. And Stefan kind of gives her a pep talk. You're Catherine Pierce. Suck it up. Mm-hmm. And she's into that speech.
Yeah. But also she is Catherine Pierce, but also she's Katarina Petrova. Right. Like, what if he had said that instead?
Also, because she didn't want to be tracked, she is also Catherine Business.
Mm-hmm. I'm just thinking of Lord Business from the Lego movie.
Yep, he's in it. He's in there too. And they actually, Catherine and Nadia, I heard in a spinoff, they started a company called Business Ladies.
Oh my gosh.
And their company, you know what it does?
No.
Data entry.
Data entry?
Data entry.
Okay. I'm glad that you were amusing yourself.
That's just one of the things they do. There's room for growth.
I think if their last name is business, they would do much more than data entry.
That's just their first, tentacle of their business. They're working on other stuff too. That's just what pays the bills for their bigger projects.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to feed into this anymore.
All right, Bonnie has some candles lit. Jerry comes in.
She makes a good joke, though.
She says she misses magic.
Do you know why?
She used to light the candles magically.
Yeah, now just to light them each one by one.
I know, she's so lazy.
So silly.
That's the point, right? That she's so lazy.
No, don't say that.
Because she can't. Why? Because she can't even light candles?
No, it's just now she's not magical.
I know, I was joking. She's like, I miss magic. I used to be able to open my soda can with magic.
Oh my gosh.
Ash, they smooch. Jeremy puts her on the bed and takes off his shirt. Mm-hmm.
He gets to show all of his hard work.
Yep. They're about to bone, but then Jesse is there and he's dead.
And she's like, I think Jesse's dead. And Jeremy's like, what?
Yeah.
Why would you say that in the middle of us hooking up?
Also, this is such a bee killer in a way, because Jesse is like, I don't want this. I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm. I know, it's so sad. We like Jesse.
And also Bonnie, she's like, I was trying to get in the mood. Mm-hmm. All right, he goes through her, and she's like, ouch. She tells Jeremy the deal. They knew there would be consequences. Mm-hmm. Excuse me. And they do more smooching after that.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to smooch as much as they had planned, though.
Nah. All right, they're cleaning up after the party. Caroline and Elena make up.
Yeah, Elena's telling Caroline, you need to know, like, forgive me for what I did about stabbing Jesse, that she had to do it. She needs Caroline to know that.
Yep. And Caroline's just saying that Damon is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. She doesn't trust him.
But they're still BFFs. Mm-hmm. Damon and Maxfield are talking. Maxfield is cutting himself free with a secret scalpel. Damon finds some blood with a number on it. He has a number too. A number as well.
Yeah.
Number 2.
He's like, wait, what's this number? I had this other number.
Damon was an Augustine vampire. They were vampire lab rats. Not like that. Mm-hmm. Like they were getting experimented on. Not like actual rats, which that'd be cool. All right, I thought you shut down 60 years ago.
And there's all these little flashes of Damon's memories of it.
Maxfield makes a break for it, presses his, that was easy, button. Atomized vervain from the Veline, I said. Augustine will be thrilled to have you back, which, is this a person's name? I mean, it's a club, but it sounded like it was a person.
Well, it's also Augustine vampire, so they're using it like 2 ways.
Yep. Damon wakes up in a prison. He's having Wolverine Weapon X style flashbacks. On the wall, DS 53, Damon from 1953.
Yeah, he's captured. All because Elena didn't want him to kill him.
Yep.
Try to save Aaron. Got Damon captured. Come on.
They're in for it. They're in up to their fangs in trouble.
I know.
Once again.
What are the things that you want to give this episode?
It was good. 1.8.
That's exactly what I was going to say. 1.8.
Yeah, I mean, it was a 1.8 type episode.
It totally was. What are your Pete-dictions for... the Augustine vamp, I guess, is a big one. And Catherine dealing with getting old. Those are some things they are setting up.
Well, Catherine has a new attitude now.
I got a new attitude.
She's going to hit the town with her daughter. Mommy-daughter day.
But Nadia's mad at her because she killed Gregor.
Yeah, she'll get over it and they'll be friends again.
Okay.
Jesse, I think, is probably dead.
Maxfield on the loose.
Maxfield on the loose, troubles are brewing. He's going to be up to some funny business.
Will Bonnie and Jeremy ever hook up without interruption?
I don't know. That would be funny if it was like a running thing now, like, oh, I took you on this picnic, baby. That's Jeremy. I took you on this picnic. And then let's make out.
That was your most accurate New Zealand accent by accident.
Well, I will never try it again. And then they're making out, and then...
Hey, you're going to take you on this picnic.
And then there's going to be people just running through Bonnie on the regular. I like hearing their little stories, though.
Yeah.
I was a witch. I was a witch.
And what about Stefan, the best of all best?
Stefan will have to help Damon find him and fix everything.
All right.
Ash,
Yes?
we have a segment.
We do?
Yep. Grimoire Du Jour.
Okay.
What are you reading, Ash?
Like Grimoire Du Jour?
Uh-huh. What are you reading these days?
Right, like for real?
Yeah.
Is this the segment?
Yeah, it's a segment. Grimoire Du Jour.
I never know if you're saying a real thing or a joke thing.
No.
I'm reading the Matthew Perry memoir.
Your Grimoire Du Jour is a memoir?
Yes. So is yours.
Yep. I'm reading some BS. Britney
Britney
Spears. Yep, the Britney Spears memoir. We're having a memoir month, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. We also read Bret Easton Ellis at the same time, 2 different books. Sometimes our reading links up, but not on purpose.
I read a little-known Stephen King book, Revival, recently. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Right before I started this memoir, I read, I think I'm actually going to remember the title for once, Romantic Comedy.
Yep.
It's a Reese book.
Yep.
Reese pick. And it's also a SNL-ish type book.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that.
Yeah, you liked it, right?
It was slow for me, but I did eventually like it.
Revival by Stephen King was really good. The Britney Spears memoir is for its target audience, for sure.
Mm-hmm. The Matthew Perry one is really interesting to read and also so sad. Mm-hmm. To hear him talking about himself and, like, I should have been dead and this and that. And it's like, yikes. But, yeah. I mean, he was very talented and he had so many struggles.
Yep.
It's, yeah, sad, but interesting.
Ash,
Yeah.
That was Grimoire Du Jour.
Thank you for Grimoire Du Jour. What's the sound effect for that segment?
Foom.
Okay, that's good.
Closing the book on Grimoire Du Jour. Foom.
From I like the hand motion.
Foom. Ash, if you like the Vampire Diaries
I do.
and or you are a young adult,
I'm not.
you should check out my young adult book series, The Happenstances, at tinyurl.com/thehappenstances.
I have.
Well, I am speaking to you. So
I know,
thank
you said I.
Do you like these old school plugs?
Wait, how are they old school?
Because I used to read this all the time.
Yeah, I know. I like that you say this.
Ash, I haven't in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And the horror anthology, Horror from the High Dive, at tinyurl.com/H from the HD. And you could get in touch with us via YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Via Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
And Instagrams. The Instagrams page.
I was thinking Instagrams, like grams, Bonnie's grams. You can contact her Colin Jost and get back to us.
Whoa! What if on her AT&T locker she sent Instagrams?
Whoa, that'd be cool.
Whoa!
She probably can now that she's the anchor.
True. Talk to Grams. Get a cameo from Grams.
Mm-hmm.
Is she on the other side?
She was supernatural.
She was.
Then why wouldn't she see her immediately?
I don't know. Where's her dad? Wasn't supernatural.
Mm-hmm.
He's just in hell, like we said.
We said that?
I don't know.
I hope not.
I'm just kidding. He was a fine mayor, probably.
He tried.
Yeah. I can't believe he got killed in front of all those people. That was crazy.
I know, friggin' Silas.
And what do those people think now?
They don't have memories of that.
Oh, okay. Because what if they were like...
You were so satisfied with that answer.
But what do they think happened to Rudy...
Mayor Hopkins?
Haverstein? What did they think happened to him? They're just like...
I don't know, actually.
The mayor is no longer here.
They haven't even talked about who the mayor is right now.
Yeah, who's the interim mayor? Man, mayors in this town?
They be going.
People are dying to get that job. Mm-hmm. Or the opposite of that or something.
Well, thanks for listening.
If you're a mayor in Mystic Falls,
You better leave.
you better update your will. I wonder if they have a good severance package for the mayor.
Oh my gosh.
I wonder if when you become the mayor, you get good life insurance. When you're the mayor of Mystic Falls, I wonder if there's a burial plot in the woods at that graveyard that they go to all the time.
All the mayors lie here.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete. Okay, bye.